Alright, third time's a charm. I'm trying to record. So, here I have Zeus. I've been playing Zeus quite a bit as of late. I've been really enjoying him. I mean, I don't know why I stopped playing him. He does a lot of damage, especially in Arena. Now, this build is more catered towards Arena, and this is all my personal preference on what I build my Zeus. Now, as far as Conquest goes, I don't recommend playing Zeus, and Conquest's laning isn't that great. In the beginning stages of laning, in the laning phase and Conquest, you probably want to have somebody trying to help you clear the first few waves so you can get somewhat of a flow going there. But aside from Arena, like Joust, he does pretty good, 3v3 Joust, and even Assault, he does good in Assault. So let's go ahead and go with the build. Now this build kind of caters towards just a lot of damage and cooldown reduction. Reason why I like a lot of cooldown reduction on my Zeus is because I love using the detonate charges. There's so many times where an enemy will have charges on them, but your detonate charge is on cooldown. Now, if you don't have any cooldown reduction on Zeus, you're going to run into that problem more than you want to. So, to remove that issue, I buy full cooldown reduction for me. So let's go ahead and go on the build. I mean, you can see the cooldown right here, like 4.8 on this one, really great. 6 seconds on this 3. I use my Aegis Shield more for advancing to chase down somebody because it increases my movement speed, and also it's also good to escape because it also gives you higher protections. And the Lightning Storm, I mean, Lightning Storm does pretty good damage, honestly. Okay, so let's go ahead and go with the build. Like I said, I like going cooldown with my Zeus. If you like, you can go with penetration. If you're fighting more tanky gods, definitely go with the pin boots. It's really up to you. And also, another reason why I go full cooldown reduction and why I get Breastplate of Valor over Chronos Pendant is because Zeus has no true escape except his 2. So, I mean, you're kind of like a prime target for assassins, hunters, warriors, whatever. So Breastplate of Valor is going to help you out there. And also, he uses a fair amount of mana, especially with this amount of cooldown reduction. So, I mean, Breastplate of Valor is just a perfect item for this situation. Now, if you are in, let's say, Assault, I would recommend starting with Chronos Pendant. I start with Chronos Pendant for all my mages in Assault because it has the power, has the MP5, and also has the 25% cooldown. Not much more you can ask for, and also pick up, a level 2 meditation right away and build that up to Salvation. But that's just for Assault on how I start for my mages. Now, moving on, I pick up Spear of Magus. If you're wondering why I get this, you can chain your abilities. I mean, it's just how you do, like, use your 1 to get charges, especially if you can, chain link your lightning with multiple enemies. It's really great because then they have 1 stack of Spear of Magus, and if it bounces back to them and the chain lightning hits them twice, boom, you have 2 stacks of Spear of Magus on them, and that lowers your magical protection by a lot. And as soon as you use your detonate charge, your 3, it's going to hit them like a truck, especially if you catch the people in your ulti and that lightning just keeps hitting them a few times. You're going to have a lot of damage once you hit your 3. You just hit 3 to win as far as that point. Now moving along, Bancroft's Talon, I really love this item on all my mages. Great life steal, a lot of magical power. I mean, a ton of magical power. It makes up for having no magical power on your Breastplate of Valor. Also, the passive, the more they hurt you, and the more damage you do. So you get more use out of this when you use your ulti. Like, I use my ulti sometimes, since it's on a very low cooldown, I can use it more free-willingly. So I often use my ulti to save people if they're getting chased down, or if I'm being chased down and the focus is on me, I draw my ulti right on top of me, and typically nobody wants any part of Zeus's ulti, so people just run. They just run away from Zeus and that Thunderstorm ulti, especially if it's put on you. So if they try to beat you down while you're in your ulti, they're gonna have a bad time because they're gonna get all those charges, they're gonna get all the Spear of Magus stacks rather, and then you can just discharge free will, and you can use your 2 to give you more protections. And also, the lower your HP goes, the more magical power you get. So the more the lightning is going to hit, the more your discharge is going to hit. That's the power of the Bancroft's Talon and the Zeus ulti as far as that. Move along. I get Rod Hoodie as my 5th item in Arena because if you get it your last item, the match is somewhat almost over because Arena matches don't have much of a late game. They're not really long matches. So Like Deathbringer on my physical gods, I get my fifth item. If it's a god like Circuit, I probably get a little bit earlier, like my fourth, because Circuit, you can really utilize her one because it crits. But yeah, I always get right to use my fifth. And then finally, I get Soul Reaver. This is becoming my new little personal favorite. Because for one, 100 magical power. Just like Bancroft's talent kind of makes up for, your Breastplate of Valor having no magical power. Mana's also good because he goes through a lot of mana, especially with this amount of cooldown reduction. It also helps keep more sustain out in the battlefield so you can get more damage off and get more kills. And then, of course, the wonderful passive that just chunks people. Because, Soul Reaver combined with your Chain Lightning, I've hit people for really hard, like, 500 to 700 just with that Chain Lightning. And then you use your 3 and just boom, it hits like a truck. So those are my base items, and how I start right away, I build, a couple into boots, and then I always buy purification beads as Zeus. And now if you're fighting against a team that has 0 CC, then don't get purification beads, obviously, but you want to be kind of smart with Zeus because, there's many times to where you can get stuck in sticky situations that you can't just help. But countless times purification beads has saved me. Now, I don't buy full purification beads all the time. I typically just buy the rank 1 just to start off, and if I need to buy higher up tier, I go buy higher up tier. So enough of that, let's go ahead and move on. As you can see, I have 519 magical power, pretty good, and our physical defense is 137. Use our 2. Physical defense goes up to 187 and magical to 80. Because our chain hits 413, our 3 hits him for 458. Not too bad there. Let's go ahead and go to Robot and use our ulti, etc. But yeah, I've noticed not many people playing Zeus. This is before the remodel, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try Zeus again, and he's been working out really well with me. So let's go ahead and use our ulti. Of course, we're gonna get blinded, so we're not gonna really see too much numbers here. So it looked like they're hitting about like 468, I think. I thought he was really gonna blind me, so that basic attacks do pretty well. Our 3 just hit him for like 672. Not too bad. Let's do it again. Let's get blinded. Yeah, 676. So it's a really powerful build. That's what I've been using. I've been doing really great as Zeus with this build. And a really good KDAs. Damage is really up there. Today of this recording, I got like 55,000 player damage or so. He can do really good once you get used to him. He can be a little bit more difficult. Like, I'm still getting used to landing his chain lightnings. Like, I miss that pretty often. That move right there. But he's really fun. So let me know what you guys think of the build. If you have any other personal suggestions, or if you want to see another build. I do have like a full list of things to do. So things will be coming. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.